Hey everyone, welcome back to Collector.Not.Hoarder. This is Tom. Today I'm going to share something with you that I haven't shown a whole lot of yet on my channel, and that is some modern baseball. And specifically, these are going to be Ivan Rodriguez cards that I recently got back from PSA. Some of them I got back a little while ago, and a handful of these I got back just here a few weeks ago. And I figured I'd make a video just to show you some of the other stuff that I have in my collection. I'm not specifically a Pudge Rodriguez collector, but I had purchased a collection off of someone, and there was a binder that had primarily 1999 Ivan Rodriguez cards in there. And I decided to get a handful of them, submitted to PSA, and see how they would grade. And most of them are in the 7, 8, 9 range. None of these came out as 10s, but I didn't expect it. But they are some rarer cards from the 90s. And like I said, these are all 1999. But I'm going to show some of these to you now because they are ones that maybe you don't see a whole lot of, especially for some other Hall of Fame players. But we're going to start off with the 1999 Pacific Aurora. This is the copper parallel, and the coppers are numbered out of 20. So this is a pretty rare card, and I'm just going to say most of these that I'm going to be showing today are kind of rare, but this one is numbered out of 20. So it makes it kind of tough to find. You do see it pop up occasionally, but it's not a very sought after set. Even though it is low numbered from the 90s, it's still a really cool card. Next is the 99 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection Row 2. These have an awesome shine to them. I love seeing these cards. And these are numbered out of 99, as you see there. So most of these cards that I'm going to be showing are going to be numbered 99 or 100 or even less. But yeah, this is a beautiful card. You know, got this one in an 8 as well. Next up is the 1999 MVP promotion card. So these were inserted into packs, and when you read on the back, it'll tell you that there are 100 of each of the players inserted. So even though there's not a serial number on this, it specifically states that there were 100 of each player. So this is technically out of 100. And you don't see these MVP promotions pop up very often. And they're very sensitive to grading with the gold borders. This one did get a 7, but I still think it looked really awesome. But I've never seen another one of Pudge. And a lot of these that I did have graded are either pop 1s or pop 2s or 3s. There's hardly any of these things out there. Next up is the 1999 Topps Gold label, and this is a red label. So this is a variation to the gold label, and it's hard to see the numbering on these. Let's see if we turn it this way. If you hit the light just right, it's so difficult. But this one is out of 100. And these gold labels are phenomenal cards. Man, even just in your like basic ones that have kind of the refractor look to them, they look amazing. But to get these in numbered is a little bit tougher. So this is actually, there's a set of 3 to these. There's a class 1, a class 2, and the class 3. So I ended up getting all of these in 8s, which I just thought that was fantastic that they all came through. So I have the 3 class 1, 2, and 3 red labels, all in PSA 8s. This one is out of 100. The class 2 is out of 50. You can see it right there. And then the toughest one of all, I don't think this one's ever been submitted before, but I could be wrong. I haven't checked the pop reports, but this could be the only one out there. this one is numbered out of 25. But these just look gorgeous. And I do have sleeves on the holder, so it does dull it down a little. I know a lot of you guys don't like the sleeves on there because it does take away from the card, but I at least like to protect the case. I could have pulled them off before I done the video, but it turns into a pain to take them on and off. Next up, this one I consider kind of my sacrificial lamb of the order. I give this a 6. I don't believe it's a 6, but it's just gonna stay for now because I believe there's only been 2 or 3 of these submitted, so I'm not really interested in cracking it and resubmitting. It is what it is for right now. But this is a really tough card. This is a UD Choice StarQuest Gold, and the golds are numbered out of 100. Now, if you try finding these cards for any of these cards that I'm showing for, like, you know, Jeter or Griffey, they're gonna be monster dollars that you pay. I don't know what these would translate to being Pudge. He is a Hall of Famer, but he's not a high-tier Hall of Famer. But the next one is the highest grade that I did receive, and it's the Bowmans Best Atomic Refractor. This year, I think, was really weak for an Atomic Refractor. Granted, they got a great shine, but typically you get a really nice design ingrained in that, and you don't get that for the 99. So probably my least favorite of the Atomic Refractors from the 90s. But still, to get it in a 9 is really awesome. This card is also numbered out of 100. Next up, you would think these would be more valuable than what they are, but these are the Topps Tech, and this is the gold version of it. This is a set. I forget how many cards are in the set, but there are different patterns to it, and so they have a very similar look to them. This is actually pattern 30 for this card, but every player is its own card within the set. So he has, you know, I forget what it is. It might have actually say on the back. Could just be 30, actually. But these are numbered out of 10. And even though they're so low numbered, they're not super desirable, just because the set is so difficult to put together that the guys don't really chase after these as much as what you would think for such a low numbered card. This is a PSA 8. It's a Pop 1. It's the only one out there of this, and there's none rated higher. But still a really cool card, great shine to it. I know a lot of you guys like the refractor look of these. Next up, this is a big boy card. The 1999 Precious Metal Gems. This is in an 8. These are super sensitive, so an 8 is a pretty high grade on this card. It is a gorgeous card, and I might be a little biased to the 99, but I think the 99 PMGs are my favorite. I just like how they have that riveted metal look to them. And the PMG for this is numbered out of 50. Such an awesome card. These don't pop up very often at all either. Pudge is probably one of the more reasonably priced Hall of Fame ones out there, though. There's guys that didn't even make the Hall of Fame, though, that their cards probably go higher than his. Next, I have the 99 Star Rubies. This is probably one of my favorite of the ones that I submitted for grading. This came back a 7, which super thrilled with a 7. These don't grade very high. Edging chips real bad on these. You can see on across the top that this does have some chipping. But such an awesome design for these cards. I hate the reflection that I have right now being caught in it, but that is what it is. But on the back, these are also numbered out of 50. So low number of cards, you know, like I said before, you get Jeter, especially Griffey in this card. And I mean, that's thousands and thousands of dollars for that card. But I love this one. And then the last one that I have to show, the Star Rubies might have been one of my favorite, but this one I think is probably the coolest. This is the 1999 Fleer Tradition Starting 9. So Fleer Tradition had their set that year, which is a great set, but you get this Starting 9 logo down here, and these are numbered out of 9. And I've talked to super collectors before for Pudge, and they've said that they've never even seen this card before. So this one's pretty tough to find. So I was very lucky to have this one. I've had some people make me some offers on it, as well as some of these other cards that I have, but they're not going anywhere for right now. They're gonna stick with me. But this one, awesome card. There's, you know, multiple players obviously in this set, and you can find some of the common guys that don't go for too big of a value, but this one, definitely one that you don't see. But this was the last one that I had for you guys. Just keeping it short today. I appreciate you sticking with me. And there is a fine line between a collector and a hoarder. Which one are you?